Former UFC champion and washed-up MMA fighter Conor McGregor was captured on video, obtained by The Sun, throwing not one but two punches at a fellow clubgoer. Security would step in, but the man took the shots and went down to the ground from the violence he just suffered. McGregor, who is 36 years of age and a father, continues to show how lowbrow of a human being one can possibly be, cheap-shotting citizens when he was in no real harm. Plus, considering his skills as a professional mixed martial artist, it feels even worse to attack someone at a club. Recall, this was a man that was invited by Donald Trump to attend the White House and even met the media with Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt at the podium.
Ireland and America, we are siblings. We consider America our big sibling. So it's important for Ireland to have be a peaceful, happy, prosperous country for the 40 million Irish Americans to have a place to visit, to come back to their home. So we wish for our relationship with the United States to continue, and we wish to be taken care of by the big bro. You know, the United States should look after its little bro, and that's how we feel. Nice suit, it's one of my own. I guess you want to do one. I tell you what, your work ethic.
The image is jarring when you consider the similarities in these two men.
A jury in New York finding Donald Trump, the Republican presidential frontrunner by far, liable for sexually abusing and defaming writer E. Jean Carroll. The jury also awarding the former magazine columnist nearly $5 million in damages to be paid by Mr. Trump. Carroll walked out of the Manhattan courthouse just moments ago with her lawyer, who said that they are, quote, very happy with the jury's decision. Carroll's lawsuit stemmed from an encounter between her and Trump in a New York department store dressing room in 1996, Bergdorf Goodman's, where she claimed Donald Trump sexually assaulted her. Donald Trump just reacted on his social media platform, writing in all caps, quote, "I have absolutely no idea who this woman is. This verdict is a disgrace, a continuation of the greatest witch hunt of all time," unquote.
He's done so many things, but there's this long list of women that nobody's talking about. I don't know how many women it would take to come forward. I mean, it shouldn't take this many women.
Amy Doris is the latest woman to accuse President Donald Trump of sexual misconduct. Since she spoke out last month, she's been hiding out at a friend's. Doris is one of 26 women who have accused Trump of sexual misconduct, ranging from groping to kissing to rape.
I was dating this guy, Jason Ben. He asked me to go with him to New York, kind of a long weekend, and we went to see Donald Trump, and we all went to the US Open together. We went up to the VIP booth, then I went and sat with the ladies for a little while watching the match, got up to go to the bathroom, and when I came out of the bathroom, Donald was standing there, and he put his hands on my arms.
Was he talking to you? Was he saying anything?
He would say stuff like, you belong with me, and then he leaned in for a kiss, and I kind of pushed him away. And then he kind of came in stronger and started holding my arms where I couldn't move. I used all my strength to try to get away from him. The more I pushed, the tighter his grip got. I felt stuck, I felt trapped. And that's when he forced the kiss and put his tongue in my mouth and forced everything on me. And that's when I pushed his tongue out with my teeth and probably hurt his tongue.
What were you saying to him?
No. I was like, no. And it didn't mean no for him. So he just forced himself on me. I've never had any other man do that to me.
Doris said she confided in several individuals about the incident at the time, a number of whom, including her mother and close friends, corroborated her story with us. Trump's lawyers responded to Doris's claims by saying that Trump had never harassed, abused, or behaved improperly towards Doris.
Nikita Hand has won her High Court case against mixed martial arts fighter Conor McGregor. A jury at the High Court found Mr. McGregor raped Ms. Hand in a hotel in Dublin in December 2018 and awarded her almost €250,000 in damages.
I would like to start off by saying I'm overwhelmed. I'm touched by the support I have received from everybody. Lastly, I want to thank my daughter, Freya, who I'm most grateful for. She has given me so much strength and courage over the last 6 years throughout this nightmare to keep on pushing forward for justice. I want to show Freya and every other girl and boy that you can stand up for yourself if something happens to you, no matter who the person is, and justice will be served. To all the victims of sexual assault, I hope my story is a reminder that no matter how afraid you might be, speak up, you have a voice, and keep on fighting for justice.
Calls to the Dublin Rape Crisis Centre rose significantly.
It's having a really profound effect on the people who use Dublin Rape Crisis Centre services. When we looked at the figures for the first 10 days of the trial, we could see that calls increased by 17% and the number of first-time callers increased by 50%.
There are other similarities as well. Donald Trump has shown his affinity for white supremacy by aligning with groups that fit his extremist ideology. He's dined with prominent Nazis like Kanye West and Nick Fuentes. His supporters cling to his every word, and thus some even bring Confederate flags to the January 6th insurrection. They have become more emboldened, with far-right groups growing en masse.
All the while, you have celebrity people like this Conor McGregor, Gobda. You have people in this chamber who will use the word criminality and immigration in the same sentence as often as they can to get some cheap political gain for themselves. Yes, I am talking about rural independence. I am talking about members of the Shannon who do the exact same thing. For the love of God, would they realise that some things are more important than them winning their bloody seats?
Kareem Zidane would write of this photo you see on your screens. There is also an AI-generated illustration of Conor McGregor holding a shotgun and leading an army of angry, gun-wielding men, predominantly white, waving Irish flags that is currently making the rounds on platforms such as 4chan, a Nazi site, Gab, and Twitter. McGregor, a man also accused of assaulting another woman in Miami during a Heat game, has gone full mask off by targeting, like Trump, immigrants, akin to the President of the United States as well. He has drawn support from Alex Jones of InfoWars, libs of TikTok's Shia Raichik, and Fuentes himself. Zidane printed on his Substack Sports Politica, which is a must follow. McGregor's tweets have also become popular among neo-Nazi groups with a penchant for MMA, including German entity Kampf der Nibelungen. The group shared several of McGregor's tweets in their Telegram channel, including one where the fighter called for a task force for all entrants coming into Ireland and demanded that the Irish government correct this or you are all finished. So if you really think that these two men are not just mirrors of one another, then it is time to get a new one. Conor McGregor is trying to lead the charge for white nationalism in Ireland. Fortunately, from the interviews that I have seen and the videos that I have seen coming out of the country, they are rejecting this. Yes, there will always be those that fall for the grift or fall within the right-wing pipeline, the alt-right pipeline. They will fall for the Aiden Ross types because they think that he speaks to them. That will always happen. It is our job to fight it, but it will happen nonetheless. What has given me hope is seeing so many people say that they despise him because he is a loathsome, despicable human being who has been credibly accused by multiple women, found to have essayed one at the minimum, and is also a father and has a fiance in Dee Devlin who he, it seems, openly cheats on. Wow, what a man you are, Conor. What a man. By the way, I issue a challenge to McGregor to come on these platforms, this platform right here, and conduct an interview. He won't, because he will be faced with the reality of how atrocious of a human being he is, but I welcome it. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYTsports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.